So I'm thinking, like, I'm kind of fucked when the Civil War kicks off, because neither one of those sides would take me. And of course there's only two, because everything's two. It's the illusion of choice. You could have Coke, you could have Pepsi, Nike or Converse or whatever fucking sneakers are these days, Burger King or McDonald's. You could have this or that. It's like, well, I don't want to join the Blues or the Reds. Well, you have to. Yeah, but I don't want to. Well, if you don't pick one, then you can't play our gay little game. And you have to play our gay little game. Or else, and then they'll say, like, whatever side they are, they'll say I'm an agent for the other side if I try to tell them I don't pick either. It's the Wanderer's Choice. Again, man. Wanderer's Choice is a great Murdoch episode where the Wanderer is, it's like, it's a whole thing. But anyway, there's this warrior who's going through the countryside and he meets different people, has these different adventures, but on his way, he's trying to get some kind of wisdom or the answer to some kind of thing he's trying to find, you know, the meaning of everything or whatever. And he ends up in this fucking temple thing where basically they give him the choice. They're like, you could either be, you know, blue or red. And they're giving all the upsides and the downsides to each as they're talking to him. And they're like, but remember, no matter what you choose, you know, you're still ours. You know, they own both sides, you know. And it's them in cartoon form. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's like what he ends up doing is taking them both. They're being represented, the right and the left are being represented by these statues. I think one was the elephant and the other one was the fucking, what is it, the donkey? And he takes them both, he smashes them together, and they all freak out. No, you can't do that. You must choose one. And he's like, no, I'd pick a third way. But I mean, what's the third way? The third way is I gotta find whatever this world's equivalent of the cursed earth is from Judge Dredd. You know, I'll bring that up again because that fits into this too. I gotta go out there, I guess, and live in a shed and try to keep my head down. I guess, because I don't know. I mean, neither of these sides would accept me. And, I mean, I don't know if that's really going to happen. That's what they want to happen, obviously. You know, they've really been pushing for this. They've been pushing for it for a while. They want it to happen. Because in the chaos, that's how they're going to, you know, walk backwards out of this whole America problem that they've used as a proxy state to, you know, launder money and consolidate power. And, you know, they built it to come down. You know, America was founded to come down at a certain point. And now they kind of milked it for everything they can and used it for the way they wanted to. So now they can get rid of it. And that's it. So a way for them to do it, kind of, so it looks like it's none on them. The perfect time to sneak out would be when this fight kicks out. It's a fucking poker game. It's a poker game in the saloon. They want to get off with the money that they've been stealing all night, cheating at poker, so they start a fucking bar fight so that they can sneak out in the confusion. And that's kind of what they want to do here. But it was rushed. You know, I think the timeline, their timeline, I go back to that Netanyahu being cornered by the older rabbis, and they're like, hey, you know, we'd like to see this happen. You know, we got to speed this whole situation up. You know, meaning they want to see the return of their Messiah in their lifetime. You know, they're getting old and they want this. And I do feel like a lot of these things, the psyops and stuff that we've been subjected to over the past 10 years, would have worked a lot better with a little bit more time for them to breed. It's like they're consolidating a lot. Like they use COVID for a lot of things, like to get the immigrant thing happen at the same time. It's like they're doing 2 or 3 things at once. And I don't know. I don't see a success situation here, like as far as trying to get like a civil war. I don't know. I'm not that civic minded to figure this out, but I feel like it's kind of rushed. I don't know. Hang on a second. Oh man, I just did the most white thing in that store. I was getting one of the overly expensive cans of coffee here, and I had a 20, and it was kind of folded up into this little fucking thing, and I went to hand it to him, and I stopped. I'm like, hang on a minute. I took it and I unfolded the whole thing before I gave it to him, because I'm not giving him that thing. What am I, an animal? Fucking, I want it to be, nice. I don't think he probably cared or even noticed, but yeah, there was just a very fucking white thing to do. There's a lot of things like that only we do. Like I always, lately it's been a lot about the black versus white and all that kind of shit. And there is a huge difference. I mean, they are the most different from us than anyone. But we're also different than everybody else in some of these things that we do, or that is, ingrained in us to do. A lot of it is like we just have a different set of like manners and stuff and things that we're used to. Other people would be like, what the fuck are you doing that for? Like my Mossad neighbor, whenever I see people or walking by people, I usually say hi to them. I mean, if I'm close to them, if I'm like on a sidewalk with someone and we're walking right by each other, it's kind of, to not say something is more awkward than to just like nod your head and say hi, how you doing? Now a lot of people don't respond to this at all. Some are cool and say something, but I was talking about this with my Mossad neighbor, and she's like, that's just phony. I hate when people do that. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, yeah. I guess you don't really care how they're doing. And I'm like, well, not really, but it's about like, it's just, don't get hung up on the wording. It was just an acknowledgement that, yeah, I'm walking by you and I noticed you there and I'm just acknowledging your presence. I don't want to. And a lot of times the response I get from people, it's almost like I'm trying to be their friend or something, and they're mad. Like, it's like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I'd rather not. But we're going to be passing each other very closely, and by not acknowledging that you're here, it's kind of weird. It makes me feel weird. But I think, again, this is just a white thing. I think other cultures don't care about that stuff. But, thinking about it, none of these little things, I think, that only we do, I think are bad or regret or I wish we didn't. I'm glad we are the way we are. And I think the situation is everybody else just sucks. Something I noticed like a long time ago, and I pointed it out too, a long time ago. Well, actually during COVID, when this whole thing started. All the new black people that they moved in here during COVID, they're the security everywhere. They're all working security jobs. And I noticed they do this in other places too, where they've enriched the area. It's some kind of weird thing. Like I see them in the UK, where like, there'll be a football game and they're all the security harassing people are all like Umbatu and Jagadu from the fucking jungle. But I don't know if you guys saw it when I was coming by, when I was walking earlier. There were 2 security guards just fucking staring at me hardcore. And I understand, I've looked at kind of obsessed people. Especially, nons. Nons get real upset when they see someone like me. Because I fit all the, I check all the boxes that they hate. You know, green eyes, blonde hair, handsome. Don't like any of that. Because they're jealous. I mean, I'm fucking jealous too. If I was in their fucking genetic situation. But I'm coming back and they're, again, staring me down. So as I walk by them, I look at the first guy and I go, hi, how you doing? Smiling. And I look to the other guy and I go, hi, how you doing? The same thing. Just to say, like, what do you have something to say to me? And the first guy just gave me a dirty look. And the other one, like, looked away, like, anywhere but at me. Like, he was just, it's like, guys, you would think we were the ones killing your people every day. If anything, you know, I should be the one giving you a dirty look. But, yeah, whatever. It's the same thing everywhere. All the locals, like the Pacific Islander guys, always been cool with me. Never had a problem with those guys at all. In fact, I just walked by a bunch of them, and I'm like, they're trying to read a sign, and I'm cutting through where they are, and I'm like, oh, excuse me. And I'm like, no, go ahead. Real nice. They always fucking, say hi. Not black people, though. They fucking hate me. I mean, I know they hate me, but they're very out about it. And I get it. I have the kind of aesthetics that they don't like. But, there's like a weird thing with them. Like, they'll stay down, but if you go over and say something to them or to give them a chance to fucking say whatever they want, they don't. They fucking, It's like, guys, however much you don't like me for no reason, you have no idea what's going on in my fucking mind. You don't know. And plus, like, I'd rather have them in my sights at all times. I'd rather, like, address them, say, yeah, I see you, hi, yes, I see you, hi, I know who you are. If I'm gonna be that close to them, I gotta make note of them, just to let them know I know where you are. I can see you, I see what you're doing. I'm not gonna turn my back on you. Yeah, it's only them though. Everybody else I have no problem with. Asians are wicked cool. Like I said, Pacific Islanders are wicked cool. There are people from all over the world here. From all over the world. They're the only ones I have a problem with. And they're the newest arrivals here. I mean, I've said it a million times. Before COVID, we simply didn't have them here at all. I was told when I moved here I'd never have to deal with them again. And I didn't for a long time until COVID came around. Hang on a second. Yeah, I remember a time in this country where things were just normal between whites and blacks. Like, it was not even a thing. I had black girlfriends. I had musicians I worked with in the studio. There was always someone around. I mean, I worked in the entertainment or music scene, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And there's a lot of all kinds of different people there. And there was never a problem. Like, even dating the girls I dated, the black girls that I went out with. I remember Monica, the second black girl I dated. I remember hanging out with their brothers and stuff, who were kind of gangsterish, but they were wicked cool. No one ever talked about race. I used to smoke weed with them. This is prior to 2008, though. That whole list of different black people that used to be in my world. One of my best friends here, who I hear from every single day, is black. Schizo. She's from Zimbabwe. She's appeared in some of my episodes here, running into her on the street. And very devout Christian, a doll, super nice, came in clutch for us a couple times when we needed help. Yeah, it's great. But for the most part, since that Obama spell was cast, most interactions, and certainly the ones I've had here, have been extremely negative. Extremely. Like, and that's if I can't get away fast enough. I have the security system going. If I fucking, if one pops up coming up the street, I make the move. The only way I'm gonna have an interaction with any of them these days is like by ambush only, or if I fucking just happen to come around a corner and run into one. All those like security guys. Yeah, the security guys working for that place, like their security is supposed to be employees of there, and they fucking, yeah, they why you guys acting like that? You be like, oh, hello, sir. You shouldn't be looking at me like you want to fucking stab me in the neck on a fucking bus or something. It's like, really? And it's that thing that I was talking about earlier, where people act like you're trying to be their friend or something. Like, I'm not seeing you. It's like, dude. Well, with them, I wanted to just kind of see what the fuck their problem was. And plus, if I talk to them, they know I can see them and I know where they are, and no fast moves. They're not getting behind me. None of that shit. But yeah, it's weird. It's like, dude, I don't want to fucking talk to you. I don't want to be your friend. I want to be people's friend way less than they think I do. Like I said, it's just like, it's one of those white things. Like, just that sort of manners and stuff that are drilled into us, because we treat each other that way. But not, like I said earlier, there's not many other people in the world do this. I mean, it's kind of rare. Thanks, man. It's usually only other people like me that do that. And a lot of other cultures look at it like we're weirdos. I don't think we are, though, because I think it's like I said, all the things that I'm talking about here, the little mannerisms and stuff that are objectively good. So I don't know. Whatever. All right, I'm home. Fucking pig. Oh my god. Thanks for stopping in and giving me some time. I really do appreciate it. God, stop burping. Apologize. Until next time, don't blame the teacher. Blame the school.